Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will take it away and get this game going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Scanning the field, it's Aurora. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Toss play to the outside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
He shreds the tackle. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite the first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking downfield, it's Aurora. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
7-4-0.
Now they get set to kick it away. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field. It's Aurora. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. And the ball to the ground. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, crosses midfield to the 46.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Aurora. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, you get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Looking to scramble. Here's a screen pass to the running back. No shot to bring him down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Looking to pass here on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. He hands it off from the gun. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Back to pass. It's Aurora bringing pressure. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they...
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution of the option. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made on the left side, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's moving out of the pocket now. Oh, it's tipped at the line and intercepted. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got it. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Now it's second down here. Back to throw. It's Aurora. Defense is coming after him. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
It's an out route. The catch made. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on 3rd down. And the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on 3rd down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got 1st and goal.
And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st down, it's play action. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fights through the tackler. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Now, if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area, and looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. You'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. He's got a man down the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Middle's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And they get the second half started with their running play. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. They'll try a pass here. Finds his man. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Gators looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Back to pass. It's Aurora. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this one is getting ugly. Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. On the move, looking deep. Catch made down inside the 20. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The Gators will line up now. It's 1st and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It tests the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now, start the drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Pass caught. 2nd down now. They'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Off the play fake. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. This is now a 3-score game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's a draw to the back. Bites off a defender. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 44, Florida 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the running back's got it again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
He'll pitch it. Powerful running into the secondary. Muscle out of bounds, close to the end zone. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he'll make it into the end zone for 2, cutting the lead to 15. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, they didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's going to be a first down. Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Aurora. Finds an open target on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. He's in the clear. Again, ripping through the defense. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Notre Dame 51, Florida 29.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And looking to throw now on first down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Empty backfield now. They go for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And it looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The defense showing blitz here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on. That's another passing strike to his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss every single time he throws it. Coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Notre Dame 58, Florida 35.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
To the air, it's Aurora. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he grabs it for the two-point try to build this lead even more. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
This time, a completion. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Getting set. Here's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. It's Aurora. And this pass is on target. Caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the fourth time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense getting set. It's second down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 60 set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.